Hello, good evening, everyone. How are you? As you all know, my name is Marcelo Simon, the voice of dance. Tonight, I'm back again with a very powerful woman that I love a lot. She was born in KZN. She's a reggae. She's a reggae musician. She has been born in a family of music, soul, jazz, and reggae at the same time. Released I today it's an honor for me to be able to talk to the daughter of the late legendary Dube, which is a reggae musician. Hello, how are you? There's a lot to say about you. Like there's some of the awards which you won. Like I've just tried to summarize. You have won award like International World Reggae Music Awards, and most promising new entertainer and many other awards. You have performed in Metro FM awards, like you have been invited to be the ambassador of Goodwill, the ambassador of African Youth Leadership Council. Like you are on your mid 30s, you have done a lot. I've just tried my level best, but you are the only
Mid
one who knows
30s. Oh, what?
I'm wrong.
Who says that though? Let's say you are wrong. And then now how you feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm
Who says
disappointed.
that to any woman and have my, even if you're insinuating my age, you never say it.
Oh,
Ever.
sorry. Like I'll give you
Not
this
mid 30s, but
opportunity
yeah,
to be
okay.
able to introduce yourself with Nkulee Dube. Oh,
Yes, greetings. My name is Nkulee Dube, and I'm a musician, promoter, dancer, um, writer, producer, and yeah, and I happen to be Lucky Dube's daughter. So, hey.
and like I've just discovered something that you have been in the music industry since you were a child. You were part of
16,
Level
yeah,
Matosa.
16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You were with Level Matosa.
Yeah,
So
that's all right. It's all right.
sorry, like there's a lot of music that you could do. What inspired you to go directly to reggae?
Um, I mean, Label Matrosa, we've done dance hall. I mean, we, have lived in that situation. And yes, I'm part of a group which is called Voices of the Ghetto. So under Voices of the Ghetto, it's part of our protocol to do dancehall and reggae. So I've always been dancehall and reggae in terms of music, if you may. So when Lebu Matosa gave me the opportunity to do dancehall live on stage and just live it, yeah. So I think that's what made me um, be part of reggae, be part of dancehall. Yes, it became more after I met my father because he had that influence. Because I didn't meet him prior. I didn't meet him when I was 16. Excuse me, I met him when I was older. So yeah, when he came into my life, obviously my music conformed to something else because he had some influence in it. And my father was very judgmental in terms of us. I think every father and every mother would be of their kids because when you sing off note and your father is Lucky Dube, it's not like oh that yeah no, it's a thing, it's a movement. So yeah, so my father was very strict with his music, hence he didn't want if I may say it like that, he didn't want us to be part of it because he wanted to protect us from everything that the industry would bring and everything, especially specifically for us, me and Bongi, my like girls, the girls. He wanted to protect us from that. So yeah, so reggae was after I met my father was more intense. That's what I would say.
No, like one thing I have noticed about you, you're not just a musician or a reggae artist. You are very creative. You manage to
Mm-hmm.
mix soul, jazz, and reggae, like all three genres, and manage to compile them to me to be one genre. That's why you
Mm-hmm.
called your album My Way. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to have such creativity and how does it make you feel like you are able to compile three genres into one genre?
Um, I mean, before I didn't even know I can sing at some point. I was, well, like everyone can sing. When you're a dancer, like I'm a trained dancer, so that's what I knew, like dancing. Like I'm a ballerina. I know I can do contemporary. I knew I can do all these things. But then when it came to, I knew music, it's part of my career as a dancer. But I knew what I liked and I knew what makes me dance, what allows me to free myself, what allows me to express myself, which is jazz, which is Afro pop, which is Afro jazz, which is dance hall, which is, reggae, all of them. So if I can bring all of them in one, why not? So that's why my genre is like that, because the bass can be, the song can be reggae, but the bass will be umpatanga, or the bass can be jazz, or the bass can be Afro pop, and just change the whole song. So as a producer, I have to basically understand music as an overall, not just as a singer. So I have to look at music outside of everything. You have to understand how to play guitar. And if you don't, yeah, you have to know how to sing guitar. You have to know how to sing whatever you want your audience to hear. You have to know how to express it to whoever is gonna make it reality for you.
No, like so far you have done a lot of things. I mentioned some of the hours which you were nominated and won. Like you have been performed in USA, Australia,
Mhm.
across Europe, across Africa. At the age you are, like how does it make you feel to be able to be like I can say you are a legend, like to you have done a lot of things. You're in a category of to be categorized Yvonne Chaga Chaga. Like that's a most
Ah!
legendary woman. That's where you are, like the hours which you have, like the places which you go and perform. It's a huge thing to do. How does that make you feel?
It is humbling, because um, for me, it it was humbling even when I got nominated at the World Music Awards, to be nominated alongside Rihanna, alongside Nicki Minaj, alongside all the people that we look at, um, from my world. Those are people who are out there. So for me to be nominated next to them, it was like it was crazy. Well, I understand it's the World Music Awards, but then wow, I was like, what? Yeah. So it does make you lose yourself at some point. You just go, "Oh my God." Yeah. There is that moment, and then there's a moment where you question why me, and you know why, and then it happens, and then other people who are your fans. And I love my fans so much. I love my father's fans. I love my family fans, people who love my family in general. um they're the ones who would always let me know, like, you won that because we are here. You won that because we said so, because we appreciate you. So there's times when I have to, as an artist, I'm sure every artist goes through that, where you're like, really? And then you're like, why? And unfortunately for me, it's not like any other artist. It's like other artists will be like, why? Oh my God, why me? And just leave it at that. For me, I have to say, oh, is it because of my dad? Oh, is it because, I have to always go back to that. And then I find out when I read the situation I read, because I was nominated there because I wrote I'm the best. I was chosen because I was the best creative because of what I wrote personally. So it has nothing to do with who I am. It has nothing to do with being a Dube or being Lucky Dube's daughter. So I won this because of what I, as a creative person, has written, and what I, as a performer. So the awards that I got is best performance and best creative writing. So I am very proud of that because I'm not nominated because I am known or because I am Lucky Dube's daughter, because I am who I am. I was nominated because I can do what I do. So I think I'm very proud of majority of my nominations and my wins.
Now, like, I will just play a song from your album My Way. The name of the song is I Am Woman.
Smile, yes I am. I am the reason why you cry, yes I am. I am the reason that you are, yes I am. I am woman. I am the reason why you rise, yes I am. I am your passion and your pride, yes I am. I am the reason that you are, yes I am. Yes I am. The one that stays to make it work. For you, for us, and not for me. No, no. The one that gave you all our strength and more, and still have more to give. I am grace, the calm within the storm. I embrace life with all its flaws. Cause I am the one you look to for guidance. Like the heavens, I'm always there, yeah, yeah. The one that gave life to all the nations, bringing them love and joy. I am grace, life within your soul. I embrace life with all its flaws. Cause I am the reason why you smile, yes I am. I am the reason why you cry, yes I am. I am the reason that you are, yes I am. I am woman. I am the reason why you rise, yes I am. I am your passion and your pride, yes I am. I am the reason that you are, yes I am.
That's Nkulee Dube. I Am. Like, welcome back. This is your song, I Am. What inspired the song? Like you said, you are a woman in this song.
What inspired the song was my mother. She passed away in 2017, and yeah. So I had to like I went through a phase at the point, like I was like I'm too young. I'm too young. Like you can't leave me yet. I'm too young. I need to get my life. I need your guidance. So I went into a panic mode, and yeah, so I think I heard her voice. Let me just say that. Let me just say I understood what she would say because she raised me. And then what she said to me is that I am woman. She didn't leave a child. She didn't leave a little girl. She left a woman, and I should know who I am as a woman. So I embraced that. And when I embraced that energy, all these words came in, and what women represent and what women are. Women stay when it's not for them. They stay for their kids. Women fight when it's not for when it's not even their world. That's what it is. So I had to be that woman. So my mom inspired that song. So I expanded it.
Yeah. Wimbo goting and bed.
Yeah. I needed to learn that, yeah, because it was a time when I was like, oh my God, I'm a girl. I'm still, oh my God. And then, I had to get that energy back and say, yo, you're a queen. You are a woman. You have other women looking up to you. You cannot fall apart because I sat down. I didn't fall down. I sat down. So I needed to learn that my mom was just sitting there and she's gonna stand up at some point in her journey, right? And I should not have my life linked to her journey. So that's what this song is about. Just basically hearing my mom saying, I didn't leave a baby, I left a woman.
Yeah, like there are times where people we love, people who inspired us, who built us, are no longer there. And when that time comes, that's the moment you say, "What? You know what, Simon? I need to fight for myself. This is my battle." They were there. They helped me to become successful. They helped me to see
Yeah,
life
yeah,
from another perspective. Yeah.
true.
So, speaking to people who contributed a lot in your life. You mentioned your mom. Your dad, Lucky Dube, he was a musician to the world. What are some of the things or this one thing that you would like the world to know which didn't know about your dad?
Oh yeah. My father was a prankster, y'all. My father was a jokester. Um, Literally, like you could find like water like in your door when you open your door and it splashes you type of pranks. So he was a
Mhm.
prankster. He was crazy, you know. Um, I remember one time he bought like sneakers. There were sneakers, I don't want to name the brand, but then, there were sneakers that he always found them funny. Like he didn't understand how someone would design that and put them out there. And then he bought them just to prank us because we thought they were cool. We thought, oh my God, I'm gonna have those Snickers. I'm gonna be oh my God, I'm gonna be happening. And then he bought them just to spike us and he wore them. And obviously, you're not gonna wear Snickers that your daddy done had. So yeah, so my dad was that person. He was funny like that. He was crazy. He was yeah, he was a loving dad. He was spoiling, he was strict, very strict, but loving and spoiling.
Even TK, he mentioned that your dad was a very strict man.
Yeah, he was. Very,
Yeah.
very strict. But
Like,
not as much with the girls.
mm, no, like
Yeah.
every dad will be loving and caring, like supportive, but to some of the things he will be strict, you see, to make sure with
Yeah.
abantwana baba right.
Yeah, like he was very strict. My dad didn't want his girls to be in the industry at all.
Mm.
So we all had to, oh, me, well, let me just say me. I had to we had to convince him that we deserved, in a sense, or we are this industry. We are music. We are, because he didn't understand that. He didn't understand his girls being in that part because he wanted to protect us. He wanted, now we know what the industry is. We all know. I think my sister and I, we all know what the industry entails. The danger, the scandal, the drama, and all that. So my father wanted to protect us from that. Now we get it. And then now when we are approached with that scandal and with that drama, now we know how to react because my father trained us and my father was worried about that. So now when it comes in our presence, we're like, oh, this is what my father was talking about. Oh, so now I get it. I get why he didn't want me to be who I am. He didn't want me to travel and be all over whatever. I'm in New York, I'm in Canada, I'm in whatever country I'm in. He didn't want me there. He wanted me home because he was my dad. Not because he didn't think I was talented, not because he didn't think my sister is not talented, didn't think my brother is not talented. He just wanted to keep us and just protect us because he knows he's been in this industry for years. So now we know, all of us, we know.
Yeah, yeah. These are some of the things that when you are young, when someone teaches you, you think, or they're not doing the good thing to you. But as much as you grow old, you get to realize, or they love you. This is a way to
Yeah,
protect you
yeah,
from some
yeah.
things.
We think they
So,
don't get it. Yeah. Mm.
speaking about your dad, the late legendary Lucky Dube, he was a very wise man. Like whenever you listen to his songs, you get to learn something very important, something very emotional. There's a song he speaks about women that we praise, blah blah blah, but we forget to praise women. In
Yeah.
his slave song and Prisoner, Freedom, Remember Me, Wandering in the Streets of Soweto,
Slave.
looking for his dad. So your dad, as a wise man, what's some of the lessons that you learned out of him, which became your life principles?
Basically, what he taught me and what I know and I still use now, as you're saying, is you don't just have anything. Everything you have to work for. You have to earn. You understand? And if you didn't earn it, you will never enjoy it. Make sure that everything that you are is earned. Everything that you represent is earned. Because otherwise, you're not going to be fully in it. So basically, plant your roots. That's one thing that my father taught me, is that plant your own roots. Yes, you are from the tree. The tree already has been blossoming. You know, the Lucky Dube tree has been blossoming for years. But then with that, take the pluck of it and plant somewhere else and build your own tree. So that's what we all know as Lucky Dube's kids. Like, we have to have our own thing. And that has always been my movement. Like, yes, I am Lucky Dube's daughter. I know that I will never run away from that. I will never try and hide that. I will never be whatever to try and fulfill what my tree and my plantation of a tree. I have to understand, I had to learn that in my plantation of a tree, I have to understand that it's my father's field where I'm planting.
Oh, no. In saying that, I can say that the legacy of your father is in safe hands.
Yeah, it is. It's my father's field where I plant my tree. Yes, for the past 10 years, I have my own fans. I have fans who I go and perform right now. I go and travel. And yes, I'll be there for an hour and I only perform my songs, right? I don't have to, because my father has put that field. All I have to do is plant. So, and that's not only for me. That's what I have to preach and put forth to my African brothers and sisters, is I know for a fact that my father didn't only work and only put stages and stages and stages and stages around the world only for his legacy. Now, his movement was always about Africa. You can ask a lot of African artists who would go to New York and who would go to Canada and go to New Zealand and go to all these different countries where my father has planted a stage for Africa. There's a stage for Africa. Every African artist has a stage in the world from Lucky Dube. So you don't have to worry about all these movements. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I'm from Africa. After my father, a lot of people have gotten nominated in terms of reggae, jazz, and, you know, a side of music that would never normally be nominated in places. I know my father has worked on that. I know my father has pushed on that. So artists have stages. African artists have stages everywhere in the world. because my father has left that legacy. And I know that it's not just my legacy. It's not my brother's legacy. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not the Dube legacy. It's for us. So everyone in Africa, stand up. Lucky Dube left you a stage anywhere you feel comfortable. You bring his name. You let anyone, even my name, you can, hello. The stages are there for us to showcase ourselves. I work right now to continue what my father has done, opening stages in other countries where Africans were not allowed to be. So now I perform in that country. So I can now say, yo, so and so from Zambia, from Kenya, from Jamaica. So, you know, I can say anybody because my father has left that mic on. All we have to do is sing. We are talented. Anyone all over the world, not only Africa. My father left the stage for anyone who knows their voice, who knows what they want to preach, who knows what they want to say. That stage is there for you. That's it.
Thanks. I'll play another song. The name of the song is called Umendo.
Oh.
That's Lucky Dube, guys. That's Nkulee Lucky Dube. The name of the song is called Umendo. That's a very powerful song, Umendo.
It's just me. My father's not there. Just me.
That's what I meant. Nkulee Lucky Dube. The name of the song is Umendo. Nkulee Dube. You know, when you love someone, it's always in your mouth, even though you try. Like, I love your dad a lot. Like, he's a good inspiration to me. Like, when I learned from where he came from, it came from nothing to something. The music that failed in the music industry. Like, I remember in one of his copies, I think he sold about 40 copies, but he never gave up. He kept on pushing. So I love your dad.
Yeah.
Don't get surprised when
before, like Kasayenza Umpakanga and all, you know, he did a lot of situations to he did he tried to send the message out there. It was not about being famous and not being about whatever, you know. So that's what he told us, and that's what he told the world, and that's how he was at home. Like, he was not that guy. Like, he was not trying to be that. No, he was not. He was just trying to make sure that everyone in his continent and everyone outside of his continent knew and understood how his Africa is. And not, because when I travel, you travel, when you travel elsewhere, and then you see ads, and then you see things that say something, and then sometime it will be about your country specifically, or your next door neighbor, and you know the facts, you know what is happening next door, you know what's happening in Namibia, you know what's happening, and then you hear that and you're outside and you're like, what, in Namibia? You know what I mean? And you don't know that. And then in Africa, people don't see that. So when you're not in Africa, you cannot speak about, and you cannot say, and you cannot correct, because also it's misinformation. There's a lot of misinformations that happen between the continents, not just only Africa, Asia, everyone who's continented. We all will end up having miscommunications about not only our presidents, but something more. People are leaders, people who actually talk to us. And, my father has been called many things outside of, there's been medias that said things, and there's been whatever things that had happened. But then we all know what Lucky Dube and what I and what my family and what my brother and what my sister stand for.
So don't get surprised when I'm hardly trying to differentiate Nkulee Dube from Lucky Dube. Like, you're great influence to me. Like, I always listen to his song. I feel like I'm talking to him as I'm talking to you. That's why I'm hardly trying to differentiate Nkulee Dube from Lucky Dube.
That is amazing. That's beautiful.
Yeah, we all face challenges in life. Like, whenever you are facing troubles, battles in life, what is this one thing that keeps you going forward? To say, what, I want to keep going, I want to keep pushing. What is the reason?
People that depend on me, people that don't allow me to fall down. Like, I have my family, I have my friend, I have Mbali Langeni, I have Sibusiso, Mhlalose, I have Umam Nganwam, who's my mom's sister, and I have family, and I have Umam Nganwami, I have my father's wife, I have my brother, I have my father's wife's sisters who are very close to me, and we talk all the time. So I have family. So one thing that I will say is, even if, okay, fine, it doesn't have to be blood. It doesn't have to be, sometimes, blood family. Because when you travel, you meet people, and people that you have to cancel as part of as a Pan-African ambassador. I have to, not have to, but I'm part of, I'm part of the movements where I have to, cancel young people. I have to cancel young women. I have to cancel women in relationships. I have to talk to them because, fine. I am woman song, right? Yeah, fine. It may not be as big in Africa, but everywhere else, yes, it is. So I get there, and then people expect I am woman, right? Meaning I have my situation together. I am, which is not true until you understand where that song came from. It came from vulnerability. It came from me losing something as a woman. It came from me falling apart. It came from me just revealing who and how I feel at that moment. So part of my job as a Pan-African ambassador is, when I meet people, I have to understand their journey, because they already think they have my journey understanding. There's people who think, oh, you're Lucky Dube's daughter, everything is all good. Yeah. And I have to accept that and allow you to feel like that in my presence. I have to allow you to not, that means you don't want me to tell you how angry and how pissed off I am today, or what happened to me today, because I am Nkulee Dube. So what do you need? Understand? So you have to understand that there's times when your issues don't matter. As an ambassador, your issues don't matter. at that time. You have to come through and work and make people be okay. That's our job. That's our movement. That's why we write these songs. That's why we create everything, to make sure everything becomes what we envision it to be, what our forefathers envisioned it to be. So that's my journey.
Oh no, that's great and powerful. Like, what are you working on right now? What can we expect from you?
I'm gonna be releasing an EP before the end of the year under the album The Journey. I Am Woman is actually it's one of my singles from The Journey. Not from My Way. No, it's from The Journey. I Am Woman is from The Journey album. So it's the first single from The Journey album. And then we have Mama. Mama song is a song, also another addition to I Am Woman, saying my mom, this is what the advices that she said before she passed on. She told me this, and this is my advice from my mom. I'm just sharing it with everyone else. So that song is about that. It's called My Mom's Song, My Mama's Song. So that's gonna be the next single, and then I'm gonna release the EP before the end of the year. And the sound section EP is gonna be out also before the end of the year. So the sound system coming through. The Journey album, The Journey. It's called The Journey.
No. Yeah, I heard one day you spoke about that, releasing the Jane album. All the best in whatever you are doing and whatever you're planning to do. May God be with you and bless you in everything that you touch. Before I let you go, like one day we will all depart this world. Everyone will live. Like when that day comes, you and I, how do you want the world to remember you when you are no longer there?
I want to be remembered not only just being just as the princess of the king Lucky Dube, right? I am the princess and I own that throne with everything, and I work and I make sure that throne still stays alive. I want to be remembered as someone who stood up, as someone who was called to duty and she stood up and she said something. That's what I want to be remembered as. I said something. Yes, fine. I am an artist. I have songs. Yes, I have. I'm not going to release an album that is angry. The whole album is like, oh my God, this. No, I am an artist. I also have fans who are okay in their lives, fans who are living their lives. So I make songs for them. They are happy. They are loved. They are, oh, I also have fans who are going through a situation, and I'm, that's my duty as a writer. Everyone that I link with, I have their story in my mind when I write. So I speak for everyone. So I want my legacy to be Nkulee was outspoken. She said it. That's what she said.
Your last words in 30 seconds.
My last words, which are prominent in the situation outside, prayer, as I've always said, prayer is not a substitute for hard work. Just because you pray, just because you are close and you have that situation with God, we all do. But I, as a professional, I would say, practice, put your craft and perfect your craft and do that. Prayer works for all of us. God loves us all. Don't just wait on prayer. Prayer is not a substitute for hard work. That's what I'm saying. So just keep that situation happening, especially now in these corona times. We all need to show the hard work. God is already on all of our side. So let's just work harder. Like, that's just, if you're I'm talking to artists, I'm just talking to people who are writers, composers, and yeah, I'm not gonna everybody else. So hard work is not a substitute when you do prayer.
Now,
That's
as
because
I
you
have
prayed,
said
God.
before,
Yeah.
as I have said before, I repeat myself. All the best in everything you do, everything you touch. I wish you success and more growth, and become more ambassador to other organizations and also companies as well. Be the ambassador there and represent Africa in a good way as much as you do.
We are coming to Zambia.
Wow.
Zambia 31st, 29th of October. So that's going to be awesome. And I would like to perform more in Africa, including my own country.
Oh, wow.
I haven't
Yeah.
performed in my own country in years. That's when I was in the metros.
I pray that one day you must get best female artist, like international. You see.
Well, I did get best female writer, so at the World Music Awards.
Another one from the Jane.
Yeah, I did get that. So those are the ones that I would always get, which, yeah, fine, brother Mangasho. It irks me. It irks me. It irks me. That's what they say. Irks me. It irks me. So because in my own country, I am not even known. In my own country, my father was not even celebrated. I went to Malaysia to open up a library for my father's name. I opened where else? Where did you go? We go to Denmark. Yes, we went to Denmark. We opened also not a library, a music convention. Lucky Dube. His statue is in the front of it. But in my country, nobody knows. Nobody even cares who Lucky Dube is. So yeah, it irks me. It irks me. That's a nice way to say it. It irks me because my father has worked so much, and then yes, in Africa, yes, we have. My father has done so many. He has changed regimes. He has been part of movements where things changed because he said it's not right. It's not okay for you to do this to people, and he was part of those movements. And
now, if you are not in a rush, like there's a quote that I love a lot. That quote, it says, "A prophet is not welcomed in his hometown." Do you know that quote from the Bible? A prophet is not welcome in his own town. Yeah. So.
A prophet, not.
Yeah. So
they continue the thing. I don't know it.
No, the reason why I quote that quote is because you say it takes you like your dad is.
No, but you didn't quote it. You just said a prophet that is not welcome in their own town, and then
I don't want to say a lot much. I'm just quoting that because you feel like your dad is not too much celebrated. I was just saying, there's something which supports, which sometimes people who do great things in life, their own people are failing to realize them. It's only other people who realize them. And after when other people have realized them, that's when their own people start to realize, no, so and so has made so much contribution, has made so much impact. But while they fail themselves from the beginning to realize how much impact they have made, you see.
I understand that, but you didn't finish the quote though. You just said the people.
No, the quote is too short. The quote is too short. That's the quote. A prophet is not welcome in his own town. Like that's the time when they were chasing Jesus out of his.
Oh, okay. The prophet is not welcome in his own town. Point blank. Oh, okay. All right.
That's the quote. It's not a long quote. This is a short.
Oh, I thought then there's another situation. You see? So me now I'm in the generation of explaining. I have to understand why I'm okay. Let me not. Yeah. Okay. I have to understand why my father had to. He doesn't have a statue in South Africa. He has never had a festival nor a tribute, anything, right? But we travel as a family everywhere. We've been to Burkina Faso for Lucky Dube tribute. We've been to Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Botswana, in Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Namibia. We've done all those in the tribute and celebration of my father. But my own country has never done that. So it irks me. Yeah. When I say it irks me, it's that. And we even went to Malaysia to get his award for lifetime achievement. We went to New York to get lifetime achievements. But where's my country? That's where, it's a situation. Because it fell onto me too. Because people don't know who I is in South Africa, which is fine. I prefer it because then I can, go and buy groceries normally.
No, that's great. Thanks for coming tonight. I'm really appreciative for coming. To me, on my side, it's a night late now. Good night.
Yeah, it is. It is very late.
Good night.
So yeah, it was nice talking to you, my brother. And I know I'm very, very opinionated. I am the reason why you smile. Yes, I am. I am the you cry. Yes, I am the reason that you are. Yes, I am woman. I am the reason why you rise. Yes, I am your passion and your pride. Yes, I am the reason that you are. Yes, I am woman.